Everybody, and away we go with another edition of the Stampede Wrestling Show. Ed Whalen with
Diamond Jim Davies.
At ringside, about to bring you some, what I'm sure will prove to be, spectacular action. Listen to this crowd already. What about some of the bouts tonight?
Well, the big one, of course, the one that we're all waiting for, is Owen Hart finally getting a crack at that North American heavyweight title held by the human blimpoid. Muckin Singh, all 375 pounds of him. That'll be a dandy.
We've got a dandy, too, in the mid-heavyweight division with the great Gama against Ben Bassarab. And I think another very important heavyweight bout.
Exactly. We've got a tag team bout, and two of the combatants on either side, Big Bill Kazmaier and Terrible Ted Arcidi. These guys do not like one another. I'll tell you what, that rivalry, it's like the Hatfields and the McCoys.
Not that, and it's Ron Richie against Kerry Brown. An important heavyweight scrap. All sorts of action. We'll be back with it in just a moment. We are kicking it off with a tag team battle. I underlined the word battle, Jim.
It is going to be a dandy. We've got two young men, recent graduates of the Stampede Wrestling Training Camp. Kenny Johnson, 212 pounds, out of Medicine Hat, Alberta. And Jeff, the Wheeler Dealer Wheeler, 218 out of Lethbridge, Alberta. And they're going up against
the Viet Cong Express, number 1, 225 from Ho Chi Minh City in North Vietnam. And the Cuban Assassin, 231 from Havana. A couple of very experienced veterans. The kids have done all right.
The kids have looked very good. We've just passed the 10-minute mark, and the two youngsters have definitely more than held their own. But as you say, they're in there against a couple of wily veterans. Plus, they have to contend with that man you see at ringside, the man with the hairdo from Fifi Poodle Grooming Salon, Dr. Drago Zhivago, and he's carrying one of those martial arts sticks.
Look out. Little dual job there on Ken Johnson. There's a 20-minute time limit.
The Cuban Assassin has joined with Dr. Drago Zhivago and the man you see in the ring right now, Viet Cong Express number 1 in the Red Brigade. There's suddenly no love lost between those guys and the men from Karachi Vice.
Well, you know, this Viet Cong guy, he seems to be very hyper right now. I think he's mad at the whole world.
He is. He feels he's been double-crossed. He also has a running feud going with Ben Bassarab. It's getting lonely out there for Viet Cong Express, although he'll be getting some company soon. Viet Cong Express number 2 returning, and apparently a third Viet Cong Express is on his way.
He's mad at you, too. Get out of here.
Get out of here. I really don't need somebody kicking the microphone.
I told you he's mad at the world. This Cuban Viet Cong Express, excuse me, comes over, smacks Davy's microphone. Meanwhile, the Cuban is just raising Hades in there against Ken Johnson, doing his usual routine with a hidden weapon. Now a lot of knee drops to the side of the head.
Cuban looks like he could have a pin. Note, just a 2 count on Kenny Johnson. Cuban, of course, always looks like he should be wearing a Roach Motel around his neck.
I like that.
But Kenny Johnson did not like that. Dual arm bar right across the throat.
Watch this. Gonna pull him over, can't do it. Attaboy, Kenny. Cuban interference.
Yeah, Cuban interfering. They've got 2 yellow cards already.
Good boy, Wheeler Dealer going to work. Boy, he is dealing.
He is dealing. Jeff Wheeler creating havoc. Look at this headbutt. Wheeler's a man possessed in there.
I'll tell you, this kid's gonna be a dandy. Off those ropes, look out, Nelly. Uh-oh. You got that karate kick.
Viet Cong Express, a master of the martial arts. But look at this outside ringside. The Cuban assassin just lowered the boom on Jeff Wheeler, drove his head into the concrete, puts him back into the ring, but Wheeler is virtually out cold.
Well, Muttonhead Zhivago managed to divert the attention of the referee. Here comes the pile driver. Ouch. Rolls him over. 1, 2, 3. There it is. But that was aided and abetted. Oh, no. What is this? Now the Cuban, with that stick of his, goes after one man.
Now he's going after Wheeler.
After the other one.
And, of course, Drago Zhivago gets involved. Look at this.
What is this?
Wheeler needs some help.
Ridiculous. This is ridiculous.
This is the sort of thing that creates serious injuries. They've got Wheeler hung up on the ropes.
Well, this is crazy.
Here comes Ben Bassarab.
And, of course, the chicken men, Viet Cong, and the Cuban assassin disappear in a hurry. Whoop! They caught Bassarab from behind. Now he takes a pounding outside the ring.
Right into the ring post. Bassarab groggy.
Well, this has gotten totally out of hand.
And into the other ring post. This is nonsense.
I have one word for you. Disgusting.
What? I agree with you.
And your people.
Totally disgusting. Ben Bassarab, you're sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. Even my man here at Whalen saw it.
Ben Bassarab, if you want to, I beat you. Any place, anytime, I beat you, Ben Bassarab.
Have you had his head red lately?
There's nothing wrong with his head, but you said it. It's totally disgracing, Ben Bassarab.
No, I'm talking about you.
Don't interrupt me, Ed. You're interfering in matches that you don't belong. You're interfering with the
What were
referee.
you doing? What were you doing?
I was doing nothing. I was trying to stop the man from getting hurt. But listen, another thing. I'm going to turn him loose on Ben Bassarab and Gamma Singh. You're another thorn that we're going to get rid of, Gamma Singh. The plunger in the toilet bowl. Right after this, Ben Bassarab, we're going to turn him loose on you, Gamma Singh, the plunger. And then we're going to turn him loose on the big man, Makam Singh.
You know, Fidel Castro told me, Cuban son, don't let that Canadian there brainwash you. You together with Russia, and this is the communist connection here right now.
Right.
To destroy. You know, Russia #1, Cuba,
Oh, you're
Vietnam,
terrific.
Czechoslovakia.
I'm amazed.
We're all together.
It can talk. Isn't that amazing?
Like you said,
I don't want to talk
Ben
anymore.
Bassarab.
We're here with Owen Hart and Ben Bassarab. Owen, this is your big chance tonight. You're going after the big guy and the North American heavyweight belts on the line.
That's right, Jim. As you'll recall, last time I had Makam Singh for the North American belt. It was in that tournament, and it took more than one guy to beat me. It took Makam, Gamma Singh, and several others to run my head into that ring post. That was my first chance. Tonight I got my second chance, Jim, and believe me, I'm going to make the best of it. I'm going to take every opportunity I got. I'm going to use my skill, my strength, my speed, my agility. I'm going to lay it all on the line tonight when I step in that ring with Makam Singh. Hopefully that I can apply all that and outdo him and beat him.
Okay, Ben Bassarab, you seem to have a running feud with the Viet Cong Express, and you're also looking forward to a big bout with the great Gamma tonight that could put you in line for the Commonwealth Mid-Heavyweight title championship bout.
Yeah, I'm not worried about any titles right now. Gamma, I tell you, when I dispose of you, I'm going to come after that Viet Cong. Brother, I've had it, you know, jumping in. He picks on two new guys, he and Cuban Assassin, Wheeler and Johnson, you know, two good young talent, you know. I come in there, they run my head in the post, that's fine. You've been ducking me and Owen. If we don't get a tag match soon, Viet Cong number 1, I'm going to take you on. Just you and me, brother. Just one-on-one.
Okay, thanks very much, guys. Ben Bassarab and Owen Hart.
Here's a very important heavyweight match.
It's got 2 former North American heavyweight champions in action. We got Kerry Brown, 272 pounds, out of Kansas City, Missouri, and Ron Richie, Mr. Popularity, 240 pounds, Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Well, Richie dominated the early going. We're nearing the 10-minute mark, and it's only in the last, 60 seconds, I would say, that Brown has shown anything.
And how he began his little resurgence, Kerry Brown, was by flinging his opponent, Ron Richie, out of the ring, and he was strangling him at ringside with one of those ropes that keeps the crowd away. But right now, it's all Kerry Brown.
Referee is Wayne Hart. There's a 30-minute time limit on this one. Boy, has Richie got his problems.
Kerry Brown putting on the pressure, but Ron Richie gets his way out. Looks to me, Ed Whalen, like Kerry Brown might have put on a couple pounds. I'll bet you when he turns around and at his home, he rearranges the furniture. We just passed the 10-minute mark, and maybe, Ed, you could tell us some of the latest medical news on everybody's, one of everybody's favorite wrestlers, Dynamite Kid.
Well, he has undergone back surgery in Calgary. It's just a 1 count there. Doctors remain skeptical about his return. He also has a shoulder problem. He maintains he will come back. The doctors say they don't think so. But I'll tell you, when it comes to courage, I've never met a more courageous athlete than the Dynamite Kid. So we're certainly pulling for him. And I kind of would be inclined to put my money on him.
Meanwhile, Kerry Brown laying the leather on Ron Richie in the ring, and he's saying, "This one's for you, Davies." I'm glad he gave it to Ron Richie and not to me directly. Richie outside on the concrete. Referee Wayne Hart starting the count.
You know that the next major contender for the North American title could come out of this match, be that title held by Mucka Singh or Owen Hart after tonight's main event. The winner of this one will have something to say. Now, we've seen Richie before. When he gets upset, boy, does he make the fur fly. Here comes the fur flying.
He's got that look on his face. He has that look.
Hangs his man into the corner, turnbuckle, wham, bam.
Richie is one mad man, and paying the price, Kerry Brown.
Boy, he's got a long way to fly, Jim.
He does. And Kerry Brown getting to his feet, but he quickly returns to his back, courtesy of blow to the top of the head by Ron Richie. Kerry Brown begging, pleading, whining, sniveling.
Whining and sniveling are good words. Sleeper. He's got it on. Richie is good with that sleeper.
It's right in the middle of the ring, too.
He's got Brown down.
Pouring on that pressure.
Has he got him? Gee, I would think so.
Tries the flying headbutt off the second rope, and all he gets is a headache. Kerry Brown's favorite move seems to be throwing his opponent out of the ring. And now, referee Wayne Hart making the count.
Drove him into the ropes. Richie drove him in. Richie is in there. It's all over. Big win, big win.
Kerry Brown gets counted out, gets Excedrin headache number 450 into the ring post, and your winner, Ron Richie. Ron Richie, a very important victory over Kerry Brown. That must put you in line for some kind of a shot for the title.
Like you say, that was an important one. That was a big victory for me because Kerry Brown, you know, he is a former North American heavyweight champion. The man, putting his shoulders down and defeating him was a big victory for me, but I've got to go some other guys like Ted Arcidi, the Cuban assassin, and you know, I got to work my way up, but I'm going to do it. I don't care how hard I got to work or what I have to do, because I'm going to put that belt where it belongs, back in with the people.
Okay, you held the North American heavyweight title. Now it's in the hands of Muck and Singh. You obviously want to be the people's champ once again.
That's right. I want to put that belt, I want to bring some pride back to that belt. Muck and Singh has brought nothing but disgrace to it, and I want to, I say, I'm going to train hard, and I'm going to just keep on fighting, and I know sooner or later, Mucka, you and I are going to have to cross paths, and I'm going to get a shot at that title, and with them people behind me, I can't help but win.
Thanks very much. Ron Richie.
Two guys with a tough night ahead. A tough night. Owen Hart, you're...
Let me tell you something, Ed Whalen. Let me tell you one very important thing. 20 guys walk out every week and say they were either former champion or wannabe champion. First of all, former champions are looking up. I'm still at the top, and I still have this. Now, Owen Hart, you want it. I give you credit. I sat down and I did some thinking. There's going to be a lot of guys I have to wrestle very hard to keep this. Very hard. Kazmaier is getting better all the time. Ben Bassarab, Ron Richie, Owen Hart. I'll tell you what, there's one important thing. I have enough in my mind between me and the great Gamma that we've come up with many ways to save this thing. You better believe me. This belt will be staying with us.
Yeah, Ben Bassarab is your opponent. He's tough.
I'm sick and tired of outside interferences. I'm sick and tired of people coming out here and saving the lives of Ben Bassarab. If your memory serves you correctly, you'll recall that that last week I had Bassarab pinned. I had him with a cobra hold right here in the middle of the ring. If it wasn't for that right-seater coming out here interfering,
I would have been fighting Owen Hart.
Yeah, you always see things. Always see different things. You always see different fights. Well, I got a lot more to say because I'm not through with Ben Bassarab. Tonight is going to be the end of you, Bassarab, because I want Owen Hart. The only thing standing between myself and that Commonwealth title is you.
Honey is in bad company. Bad company.
Why don't they play We Are the Champion when I'm coming out here at Whalen?
Tag team action. It's an interesting bout. The combination of Ted Arcidi, 295 from Boston, and Duke Myers at 290 from Portland, Oregon, against
none other than Mr. Hito, the popular 222-pounder out of Tokyo, and Big Bill Kazmaier, 305, Atlanta, Georgia.
Well, now, this is the first time Arcidi has tangled with Kazmaier in the match, and we are at about the 10-minute mark. It's one fall with a 30-minute time limit. Arcidi has been basically running, and he came in only when Kazmaier was hurt.
He did come in just for a moment. A little earlier on, both men went off the ropes and gave each other the big cross body block type of things, seeing who would knock the other one off his feet. Neither man moved. Just a lot of impact. Whole building almost shaked.
I think so.
But you're right. Duke Myers weakened Big Bill Kazmaier, had him in trouble, and that's when Arcidi came in.
And he takes one punch and goes running. Now it's Myers against Kazmaier.
Keep your eyes on that glove hand of Big Duke Myers. It's a loaded glove. Says he has a war injury. Sure thing.
Turn around. You know, it's an amazing thing. You're 222 pounds, as is Hito, and you're a midget in there.
He just looks like a tiny little Ken doll in there compared to some of these big men, but as you can see, he can dish it out.
Yes, yes, yes.
He's got a good target for those headbutts. Myers has a pretty hard head, and he came out with a gouge at the end of that to get the upper hand on Mr. Hito, and he's still gouging. There's the tag. In comes terrible Ted Arcidi.
Arcidi has astonishing power. Obviously no ego.
No, a lot of his muscle power right between the ears.
I want to see you tell him that to his face.
Maybe not. I might get some of the treatment Mr. Hito is getting right now, but Hito dishing it back out.
One fall, 30-minute time limit. We're moving toward the 15-minute mark.
The wrestlers, of course, the fans want to see in the ring. Arcidi against Kazmaier. Kazmaier's been itching for that bout. I don't know that Arcidi wants any part of it. Right now, Hito is badly hurt. He'll have to make a tag if his team has any chance. Big Duke Myers, all 290 pounds of them, working over 222-pound Mr. Hito, using that loaded glove.
He's got I'm sure, a jaw injury as a result. It's on the side of the jaw, the right side, that Myers keeps pounding. Tag, Arcidi.
And both men slam Mr. Hito into that turnbuckle. Quick tag. They slam Hito into that turnbuckle once again. Kazmaier feeling helpless outside the ring. Another quick tag and whammo.
Well, Hito's got a tag, but I don't know how.
Kazmaier says that is enough. He's tired of this. And look at Hito go. But 2 against 1, the 2 prevail.
Oh, no. The referee did not see the tag. You know what's going to happen, don't you?
Referee Wayne Hart.
Ordering Kazmaier out of there.
Yeah, referee Wayne Hart was preoccupied with Arcidi, but look at this. There was no tag there, none at all. Oh, Hito comes down with his neck on the rope. 1, 2, 3.
He got him. Arcidi and Myers scoring over Hito and Kazmaier. Square off with Arcidi, and the people would love to see this.
As we've told you, no love lost between these 2 men. Arcidi earlier, several weeks ago, injured Kazmaier in a powerlifting contest. But look at this. Duke Myers coming in from behind, and of course, 2 against 1 once more. Seems to be the way things are going. Kazmaier asserts himself, though. And the Duke Myers Ted Arcidi combo goes scrambling for the nearest exit.
Well, Bill Kazmaier, he ran a lot. Had his track shoes, did Ted Arcidi.
I tell you, I'd like to pin him in the ring just one time. Just get him in here. I don't care if it's a cage. I don't care if they tie us together. He's always running. I tell you, if he doesn't want to fight me, I want to head to Mucka Sing anyway. I'm looking for that North American title, and that's what I'm here for. If he doesn't want to fight, tell him to move aside. I'm ready for Mucka Sing.
Okay, Bill Kazmaier, good job. Hey, he's a scrapper.
Terrible Ted Arcidi wandering around the ring, and I've got some bad news for you.
Oh, what's the bad news?
Promoter Stu Hart has ordered you to fight Big Bill Kazmaier on the card next week.
Bad news. Bill Kazmaier's got to fight Ted Arcidi. Oh, I'm so scared. Can't you see me shaking? Can't you see me shaking, Bill, from your TV set? Oh, the TV's shaking. I want that match. I've been dying for that match. Finally, I got it made, baby. This is where you go down. And this time, there'll be no referee interference. You saw the ref interfering. These punks saw the ref interfering. These rules are bad. It's going to end up something like this. Just like the old cliche, catches catch can. You've read your nursery rhyme books out there, Billy? Yeah, what comes around goes around. And these babies are on a one track to you. Look at that.
Doesn't sound like you're lacking any confidence,
Well, I
Ted.
never have to. I got the world record, and I'll never lack confidence ever. I'm the best. The best. And you guys remember that. Look at this. Right here.
That's it.
This is it.
The mild-mannered, always humble Ted Arcidi.
Semi-windup, the great Gama. Out of Karachi, Pakistan. He weighs in at 220 pounds. And
Ben Bassarab, a crowd favorite, 224 out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
we're nearing the 10-minute mark.
That was a good suplex by Bassarab, but he's still pretty shaken up himself. But look at, oh! And Gama gets out of the way in time. The two top contenders for the Commonwealth Mid-Heavyweight Championship both won a crack at the title held by Owen Hart, and both going at it hammer and tong in the ring right now.
Still to come, a North American heavyweight title bout between Mucka Sing, the defending champion, and challenger Owen Hart. We sure look forward to that one.
We'll find out then if Mucka Sing has had a change of heart. He was all compliments after the last bout for Owen Hart. Could he have turned into a Mr. Nice Guy, Ed Whalen?
Come on, come on. You've been puffing 20 cigarettes. Look out. Good shoulder block. Oh, he got that knee right into the midsection. That Gama, you've got to admit it, is quick.
He is quick. He wouldn't be a leading contender and former champion for all these years if he didn't have a lot of ring savvy. And once again, Bassarab finds himself out on the concrete outside the ring. Referee Rod Hayter is counting him. He's at 5.
He's going to run him into the turnbuckle. And again, no. Oh, yes. Crowd loves it. Here comes Bassarab off the top. Got him with a drop kick. How sweet it is.
Bassarab going to town.
Listen to this crowd.
Off those ropes. Whammo. Bassarab taking charge.
He doesn't want any.
Bassarab might be hurt, he might be bloodied, but there's a lot of life left in him, and drops a knee. A low blow at Gama. No disqualification bout, remember, though.
He's driving him. What is going on here? He's not going to hit him outside. Oh, my. He just caught him going by. Caught him Scientific has left this arena.
This is your basic street fight. Drives the chair. Drives it again right into the midsection of Gamma. Promoter Stu Hart gets that chair out of the ring.
Airplane spin round and round and round she goes, and where she stops, Great Gamma knows. Who's this? Viet Cong. What's he doing in there? He goes after Bassarab.
This is that three-man feud.
Now he's going after Gamma. I told you, this guy is flipped.
The Viet Cong hates Gamma. Gamma hates Bassarab. They all hate each other.
What is going on here? He's fighting Gamma. Turns around now, gets a shot. Bassarab wants to fight Gamma. Everybody's fighting. Everybody.
Even got Drago Zhivago in there with that martial arts stick. This is incredible.
This is wacko. That's what it is.
They got to settle this feud somehow. Ben Bassarab, obviously no love lost between yourself, the Great Gamma, and the Viet Cong Express #1. And I guess you heard what Stu Hart has suggested, something called a Bermuda Triangle match with all three of you in the ring at the same time.
Yeah, Jim, there's no love lost, but this Bermuda Triangle match, I could be signing my own death warrant by signing that contract. I don't know. It could be a little ploy, decoy of them. I come in here, the boat decide to turn on me. You know, one-on-one, they're tough as hell. If I got two of them on me, I could be in big trouble, but I'd like to have a chance at both of them. It's everybody hate everybody. It should be quite a match.
You're right, but you are worried about them doubling up on you.
I have to, you know. They're once together in the Karachi Vice. I don't know, if they do turn on me, I'm a dead duck out here. There's nothing more I can do. Take a good beating. But I have a feeling, I hope it's not going to go that way.
It'll be a dandy Bermuda Triangle next week. Thanks, Ben Bassarab.
Yes, a Bermuda Triangle.
Let me tell you, next week, I beat you Ben Bassarab and Great Gamma. I had Karachi Vice. I had Ben Bassarab too. I beat you by 200 match.
He's mad at everybody, this guy.
He has a right to be mad at everybody. This is one of the most dangerous matches in the
Triangle.
world.
Three guys in the ring at
once. I've never heard of this kind of a match before, but it's come up. A winner-take-all match.
I'm sorry you're not in the ring with it.
I don't want to be in the ring with this. This is a brutal match. Winner-take-all. Ben Bassarab, sharpen up. The plunger, Gamma Singh, you sharpen up. This man right here is going to walk away. Fight to the finish is what it is. No disqualification. The man that's going to come out on top. It's back to the trenches, Ed. Back to guerrilla warfare on you two. And when we get through with you, one man's hand's going to be raised, and that's the Viet Cong Express.
Okay, a little cocky, aren't you?
Well, Great Gamma, you have a lovelier sidekick than the Viet Cong. But I've got to tell you two things first. Bermuda Triangle match, all three of you in the ring next week at the same time. And one other thing, Drago Zhivago has said $1,000 per head.
You know, my grandfather had always warned me never to trust a man who is not the same complexion as yourself, and never to trust a man whose eyes are not the same shape as yours. After all these years, I finally realized what he was talking about. Tonight, I had Bassarab set. I was putting the finishing touches on him, and you people know it. I was about to pin him with a 3-count and come out victorious and challenge Owen Hart for his title when that squint-eyed Oriental, rice-eating Oriental came out here, interfered, and caused me to get DQ'd. Well, triangle match. This is the first time they're ever having a triangle match. First of all, I don't know why I should put up $1,000. These two guys are the only two guys that I want. I want a piece of each one of them. Maybe it's the best thing that can happen to me, to get the both of them in here at one time and put the finishing touches on them. Honey, there's going to be a lot of work cut out for you next week, baby. You're going to have to come over to my mansion, give me a massage for the whole week. Unfortunately, there's going to be no pleasure, all work. I know it's going to be a bit hard for you, but honey, this is the way we got to do it. Business first, business before pleasure. Bassarab and whatever his name is, Viet Cong, you got to keep your eyes open because I'm coming after you.
Thanks, Gamma, and if you get tired of that massage, you can send honey over to my place.
Final event. This for the North American heavyweight title. Michigan, the challenger.
The dynamic Owen Hart, 222 pounds out of right here in Calgary.
Now we are nearing the 25-minute mark. There's a 1 hour time limit, and I'll tell you, it has been outstanding. I would say that most of the points have been scored by Hart.
Hart has had the upper hand occasionally, such as you see right now. Muckin with that 150-pound weight advantage comes to the fore, but we've seen some unbelievably dynamic action courtesy of Owen Hart. In one instance, he jumped right off the top rope out onto the concrete where Muckin Singh was standing, caught him with a cross body block, and it was amazing.
He was in flight, was Owen Hart, nearing the 25-minute mark. Yes, sir. Owen making a bid to become the first double champion in both weight divisions. Of course, he already has the mid-heavyweight belt. He wants to add the heavyweight to his collection. And our intrepid timekeeper, Tommy Carr, says we're past 25 minutes. Look at Hart.
Owen Hart dishing out the punishment. Your third man in the ring, referee Rod Hayter, looking on as Hart picks up that huge man, throws him to the canvas, and he's going upstairs.
Watch this. Headbutt. Flattens him. 1, 2, not quite. Whoa.
Flying headbutt.
You said it right when you said flying.
It's speed against size. All three men go down. Referee Rod Hayter found himself in the middle of that collision, and he is down. Look at this.
Who is that?
A man with a Mulrooney mask comes up. A man with a monkey mask gets driven into that post.
What are they doing? I don't know who they are. But remember, back on Halloween, there was something like that came into the ring.
Look at this. Owen Hart has picked up a foreign object that Muckin Singh was carrying. Now he's threatening Muckin Singh with it.
And it's Muckin Singh. We saw him bring that into the ring. There was no question about it.
Now the big man begging for mercy.
Hart puts it away in his trunks. Now he goes after his man. Beautiful uppercuts at close range. Boy, he drives them in like Daddy Stu Hart used to do.
He certainly does. He is dynamic, and he's right now doing all the pitching. Muckin Singh doing all the catching, and it looks like his belt could be in jeopardy. Remember, it was just last week that Owen Hart pinned Muckin Singh in the center of the ring for a 3 count. Deserved the title shot. He's got it tonight, and he wants that belt.
The dynamic Owen Hart against the man they call the toilet bowl, Muckin Singh.
And right now he's getting flushed.
Boy, is he ever. There's a cover, too. Not quite.
Owen Hart just shows you the caliber of this young man. Not only has he handled Muckin Singh for most of this match, he also had to deal with 2 men who were coming in to interfere.
Yeah, he got rid of them in a hurry, didn't he?
In a big hurry.
They sure went out of here. This for the North American heavyweight title. 1 hour time limit. And the way they're going, who knows how long. 1, 2, but he got his foot up on the rope. Missed the count.
Probably the most disturbed person in this building, other than, of course, Muckin Singh, is sitting right at ringside. Miss Honey, the social director of Karachi Vice. She got a little smile on her face right there when Muckin Singh gouged the eyes of Owen Hart. She's keeping bad company, Ed Whalen.
Yes, yes, yes.
Owen Hart got thrown out onto the concrete. He's got to recover and get back in the ring before he's counted out. He's back in there. Gets the rude welcome. A headbutt, a boot.
A moment ago, it looked like Owen Hart had things under control, but now he's got a problem. But there has been a certain... Wow. Oh. 1, 2, no. He spun up. Oh, I thought he was gone.
A good comeback by Owen Hart. He almost knocked out another one of Muckin Singh's teeth. Muckin can ill afford that. Right now, he could eat a cob of corn through a picket fence. But he's dishing out the punishment.
Look at this. The big splash. Has he got him? 1, 2. Just 2. He can't put him away.
It's frustrating for the big man.
Oh, I tell you.
370 pounds come crashing down from the second rope. Owen Hart still manages to avoid the pin. But right now, it's all Muckin Singh.
Here it comes. Oh, he clotheslined him. The clothesline, he's going up top. Look out. Pulls him over. 1, 2, 3. Oh, the basket. Owen Hart.
We have a new champion. The spectacular young wrestler is given the North American heavyweight belt by referee Rod Hayter. Look at this. What's this? Into the ring comes referee Jürgen Herman.
Just a minute. What is this?
They found that foreign object that Muckin Singh had that Owen Hart took away.
He took it away from Muckin Singh. He took the object away. He's giving Singh the belt.
It's a travesty. He gets disqualified. He just got a red card.
For heaven's sake.
Muckin Singh gets away with murder. I cannot believe this.
I can't believe it.
There's got to be a rematch. Owen Hart deserved the belt. He was the new North American champion. Robbery. Owen Hart, it looks like you have a severe rib injury, and also you are a severe victim of a robbery. There is no way that you lost that bout. You should be the new champion. We saw who brought that foreign object into the ring.
You know, Jim, that's the most blatant form of robbery I've ever seen in this ring since I've been wrestling. Now, last week, I beat Muckin Singh. It seems the only way you can beat that guy without a controversy is when it's a non-title match. Anytime you beat him right in the middle, when the belt's on the line, they got to have foreign objects. They got to have referees who come out in the middle of nowhere. You know, where's that referee? Why doesn't he come out when some of these good guys are getting robbed all the time? Every time he seems to come out when a fat guy like Shaw, who's on his last legs and on the verge of losing his belt, the referees seem to come out as if they're paid off, and they seem to save that fat slob like Muckin Singh. He doesn't deserve that belt, Jim. I would give him credit if he beat me. He hasn't beat me yet. I've had numerous matches with him. I've beaten him every time. Tonight, I beat him right in the middle, fair and square. No foreign objects were used. I was caught with a foreign object. I picked it up during the match, and Muckin Singh had used it on me. I never used it throughout the match once, and it cost me. He's been using it on me in numerous matches, yet they take the belt away from me when I want it 1, 2, 3 in the middle of the ring.
The victim of a robbery, Owen Hart, but you'll be back for another championship bout next week.
I'm so discouraged. I don't want another match with him. I want that belt. That's what I want. I worked too damn hard for it. The belt belongs around my waist. I shouldn't have to fight him for another match. But I'll tell you one thing. I beat him twice. 3 times would be just as sweet. I'd like to get him another shot. I guarantee you, you won't catch me with any foreign objects. You won't catch me breaking a single rule, Muckin Singh. But you're going to catch me walking out of this ring with that belt once and for all. I'm going to get that belt, and I guarantee you, I'm going to keep it a hell of a long time.
Okay, you heard it. Owen Hart.
There are a lot of fans chanting cheater, cheater here.
You know, Ed Whalen, I'm going to tell you something. The most important thing in the sporting world, you look at any great championship organization, the Montreal Canadiens, the Edmonton Oilers, any great sports franchise, the Dallas Cowboys, the only important thing is to become champion and retain the championship. That's what great people strive for. That's what I am, Whalen.
Not a break.
There's no break. You see it right here. If the Calgary Flames ever got lucky enough to win the Stanley Cup, would you complain if they kept it? I'm champion. Oh, more heart. You're running out of chances, boy. You name the match. You keep coming up with matches. You name one. Maybe even a death match. But they'll still bury me with this belt.
Yes, yes. Well, we'll look forward to seeing you next week at the same time. But in the meantime, and in between time, that's it. Another edition of Stampede Wrestling. Bye now.
Tomorrow, join us for a great day at the movies, starting off at 9:30 in the morning with the classic Georgie Girl. That's followed by the adventure Raise the Titanic. And at 1:45, David Niven plays a psychiatrist who is having problems keeping